Hey, this is Kim Reads Urantia. Good to be here. And today is January 13th, and we're gonna read from the Urantia book. But first, I got 365 Days of Walking the Red Road by Terry Jean. And today we are honoring George Kapwe, who was an Ojibwe chief. He lived from 1818 to 1863, and he worked for the rights of Indigenous people in Canada and the United States. He was born in Canada. Here in this it says he died in 1969, and Terry Jean has him died from in 1863. Oh, I hate crap like that. Okay, well, so he was a statesman. He was an Indigenous person, but he was also um, international diplomat. He was a diplomat. So, yeah. Here it says he died in Michigan in 1869. So here it says he died in Canada. I don't care. Well, he's a great guy anyway. Anyway, his native name, I'm going to try to pronounce this, okay? His name was Kagegaga Bo. Kagegagabo. Kagegagabo. There's 3 G's in that. Kagegagabo. Okay. Among the Indians, there have been no written laws. Customs handed down from generation to generation have been the only laws to guide them. Every one might act different from what was considered right, did he choose to do so. But such acts would bring upon him the censure of the nation. Let me read that one more time. Everyone, each person, right? Everyone might act different from what was considered right, did he choose to do so. But such acts would bring upon him the censure of the nation. This fear of the nation's censure acted as a mighty hand, binding all in one social, honorable compact. George Kapwe. Okay, so laws were different then. They didn't have to have these laws written down. Everybody was connected on another level, so that they knew what was approved of and what was disapproved of. They knew that. And they didn't, I suppose there were some people on some level who tried to, work and manipulate, but that was much harder to do, just by the fact that I think in these smaller communities, they had smaller units of extended family, and everybody knew each other. So you couldn't get away with stuff more than a couple times, because it's like, oh, we know you. We know what you're doing. They knew each other. Here, one of the thing that makes such corruption possible in our society is that even though we live so close together, we're so isolated from each other, and that's just so bizarre. Like, I live next door to people I never talk to, and that makes all this evil possible, because we don't try to help each other. We don't try to understand each other. We don't try to connect with each other, besides then what's, hey, turn your stereo down, turn it down, or your TV down, or Why are you, like this or that? Okay, so that's a tragedy of just unknown proportions. This interconnectedness that they had is what makes the whole thing work. So okay, I'm gonna read the Urantia book now. I'm burning a little sage here, but it's got, gosh, it's so dry. I barely light it up, and it's really dry. It's January. So okay. We're on paper 33. We're talking about the administration of the local universe, the universe, sun, and spirit. Okay, so this one's a little longer today, so bear with me. Okay, the universe, sun, and spirit, which is, of course, Jesus Christ and our Mother Spirit and their partnership. While pervading all the universes of time and space, the infinite spirit functions from the headquarters of each local universe as a specialized focalization, acquiring full personality qualities by the technique of creative cooperation with the Creator Sun. Okay. As concerns a local universe, the administrative authority of a Creator Sun is supreme. The infinite spirit, as the divine minister, is wholly cooperative, though perfectly coordinate. Okay, so the infinite spirit aligns their will with the Creator Sun. Okay, what do you want to create here? Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, so we'll provide you the material for that. We'll provide you okay, so how are these beings gonna be able to recognize this? What kind of neuronal machinery will they need to have to recognize this sort of phenomenon? Okay, so these ones will be like this. They'll have this kind and this other kind. We'll see if they're able to, all these interesting things they're doing. The Universe Mother Spirit of Salvington, the associate of Michael in the control and administration of Nebadon, is of the sixth group of supreme spirits, being the 611,121st of that order. Just like, our Creator Sun is the 611,121st. If I did the numerology on that, what would that be? That would be 8. That's 12, right? 3. So that's a 3. I like numerology. I'm not going to get into what all that means to me, but it does mean something. Another time I'll do a video on the numerology or something. I don't know, not right now. Okay. She volunteered to accompany Michael on the occasion of his liberation from paradise obligations and has ever since functioned with him in creating and governing his universe. Okay. Of course, it is kind of their universe. The languages, you can't escape it. It's a little misogynistic, right? It's just kind of how it is. Okay. The Master Creator Sun is the personal sovereign of his universe, but in all the details of its management, the universe spirit is co-director with the Sun. While the spirit ever acknowledges the Sun as sovereign and ruler, the Sun always accords the spirit a coordinate position and equality of authority in all the affairs of the realm. In all his work of love and life bestowal, the Creator Sun is always and ever perfectly sustained and ably assisted by the all-wise and ever-faithful universe spirit and by all of her diversified retinue of angelic personalities. Such a divine minister is in reality the mother of spirits and spirit personalities, the ever-present and all-wise advisor of the Creator Son, a faithful and true manifestation of the Paradise Infinite Spirit. You know what? I'm going to try to douse this a little bit. That's going to help. Patient with me a little bit. Okay. That'll help a little bit. So it's going a lot. Okay. I'm going to read a little more. Okay. The Son functions as a father in his local universe. The Spirit, as mortal creatures would understand, enacts the role of a mother, always assisting the Son and being everlastingly indispensable to the administration of the universe. In the face of insurrection, only the Son and his associated sons can function as deliverers. Never can the Spirit undertake to contest rebellion or defend authority, but ever does the Spirit sustain the Son in all of everything he may be required to experience in his efforts to stabilize government and uphold authority on worlds tainted with evil or dominated by sin. Okay. So that is something that they do. They don't just, I guess it's reassuring to me because they don't just go like, oh well, that world is tainted by evil, you can't do anything with it. No, they do stuff. I don't know what they do, but they do stuff that um he has efforts to stabilize government and uphold authority on worlds tainted with evil or dominated by sin. Only a son can retrieve the work of their joint creation. But no son could hope for final success without the incessant cooperation of the divine minister and her vast assemblage of spirit helpers, the daughters of God, who so faithfully and valiantly struggle for the welfare of mortal men and the glory of their divine parents. Yeah, this is a serious problem right here, and I worked on it. Okay. Before it sets off the fire alarm. That's better. Okay. I think that's okay now. Okay. Okay. Upon the completion of the Creator Son's seventh and final creature bestowal, the uncertainties of periodic isolation terminate for the divine minister, and the Son's universe helper becomes forever settled in surety and control. Of course, that's the Holy Spirit as the divine minister. It is at the enthronement of the Creator Son as a Master Son at the Jubilee of Jubilees that the universe spirit, before the assembled host, first makes public and universal acknowledgement of subordination to the Son, pledging fidelity and obedience. Jubilee of Jubilees. This event occurred in Nebadon at the same time of Michael's return to Salvington after the Urantian bestowal. Never before this momentous occasion did the universe spirit acknowledge subordination to the universe sun, and not until after this voluntary relinquishment of power and authority by the spirit could it be truthfully proclaimed of the sun that all power in heaven and earth has been committed to his hand. Okay, so, some of us feminists here kind of object to this obedience kind of term. Okay, but it's not it's not obedience to anything, and that's not I don't know, healthier or that's good, and but he says that she's equal. I still don't like it. I can't help it. Yeah, I still don't like it. I think, it's just that time, guys. I don't know. They're meant to be together and cooperate with each other. That's just part of how creation is supposed to go. Who's the boss kind of doesn't really matter. Although, it's the masculine principle that's on top. I mean, that's just yin yang stuff. And I don't know. Yeah. The masculine principle is the controlling principle. The yang principle is the principle of control, principle of direction. The feminine principle is the principle of potentiality. That's never been thrown out of balance in any universe, according to this. So, I just have to believe it. That doesn't mean anything like that any human female on this planet owes obedience to her husband. It doesn't mean anything like that. This is perfected relationships. There's nothing perfect about a human marriage. Okay? Okay. After this pledge of subordination by the creative mother spirit, Michael of Nebadon nobly acknowledged his eternal dependence on his spirit companion, constituting the spirit co-ruler of his universe domains and requiring all their creatures to pledge themselves in loyalty to the spirit as they had to the sun. And there issued and went forth the final proclamation of equality. Though he was the sovereign of this local universe, the sun published to the world the fact that the spirit's equality with him in all endowments of personality and attributes of divine character. Okay. He's the sovereign. The sun published to the world the fact of the spirit's equality with him in all endowments, personality, and attributes of divine character. And this becomes the transcendent pattern for the family organization and government of even the lowly creatures of the worlds of space. This is, indeed and in truth, the high ideal of the family and the human institution of voluntary marriage. Okay, but no. Okay, if you're perfect, I'll obey you, sure. But you gotta have like that sign sealed and whatever. Okay, but yeah, and there's where the feminine principle marries the masculine principle. They married in. That doesn't mean that's transcendent pattern, but that doesn't mean that comes down to flesh, because there's some, especially maybe it's not this way. Maybe this isn't when it comes to flesh. There's some men that are women in the flesh, and some women that are men in the flesh. I know this. So we can't say that that's not a marriage, like a gay marriage isn't a marriage. I don't think I can say that. Or any more beautiful, less beautiful a marriage, a perfect, loving a marriage. There's a lot of male-female marriages or partnerships that are completely dysfunctional and abusive. So there's a lot of argument about this type of stuff here. But we have to love each other. There's no cure except love for any of it. Anyway, yeah. Let's keep going. The Son and the Spirit now preside over the universe, much as a father and mother watch over and minister to their family of sons and daughters. It is not altogether out of place to refer to the universe spirit as a creative companion of the Creator Son, and to regard the creatures of the realms as their sons and daughters, a grand and glorious family, but one of untold responsibilities and endless watch care. The Son initiates the creation of certain of the universe children, while the Spirit is solely responsible for bringing into existence the numerous orders of spirit personalities who minister and serve under the direction and guidance of this self-same Mother Spirit. In the creation of other types of universe personalities, both the Son and the Spirit function together, and in no creative act does the one do aught without the counsel and approval of the other. Right, there you go. So they need each other. So let's leave it there. I don't like this talk of subordination and stuff, It's like, guys, we work together. I think that's just archaic language, I think. So anyway, we have to stop. And hope you have a really good day. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.